And welcome back to another episode of HoC on Clashoids. Today's episode, we will be talking about NoVaQueen. Now, we're going to call it NoVaQueen because it's Nom's version of Valkyrie and Queen Walk. So, NoVaQueen is what we're going to call it. Great for Town Hall 9, Town Hall 10. Town Hall 8, not so much because you don't have a queen. So, Town Hall 9 and Town Hall 10s, NoVaQueen with a new update. I'll mix in bowlers later on when I understand them more. I think I have an idea of how to use them properly, but and I'll show you a replay of how to use them properly. It's pretty much using the same thing as wizards, but anyway, we'll talk about NoVaQueen here. The Valkyries is our priority. Bowlers, let me figure them out, and we'll make another video at that time. So while you're watching this, I'm just gonna explain. Actually, let me explain first what units to bring. So with the queen, you'll bring 4 healers, okay, 2 golems. You can have golem or a P.E.K.K.A on the CC. I like to have 10 at most Valkyries, 6 wizards to back up the golems, 8 wall breakers. I bring a lot of wall breakers. Some people bring 6, some people bring 4. Now that's incredible if they can pull that off, but since my heroes aren't that strong compared to other Town Hall 10s that gem and Town Hall 11s that gem, I'm going to bring 8 wall breakers. That way I have freedom to just let the queen walk wherever she wants to walk and hopefully have some extra wall breakers to bring in the forces. So you're going to have 3 forces. And the same concept from DTS where you're going to hit at a 90-degree angle. So for example, if I'm going to hit here, the queen, I'm going to send my opposite force at a 90-degree angle. So, or somewhat 90-degree angle. I'm going to send my golems and wizards on this end. Now, the reason being is because this is very important. I'm going to let this play while you watch it and explain stuff. So, it's very important to have the queen and the golems coming at a somewhat a 90-degree angle because you want the Valkyries to funnel in. And before, we used to take one Inferno at a time. Now, with these Valks, don't do that. You're actually going into both Infernos at the same time. If there was a Town Hall 11, you'll go into the Inferno and the Eagle Artillery. But anyways, for a Town Hall 10 and just Town Hall 10, you're going to go into the Infernos, both Infernos at the same time. Instead of going through one this way or this way, taking one at a time, which is what we used to do before. But with NoVaQueen, you want to use an angle that goes into both of them at the same time. And we'll talk about Town Hall 9s in a bit. So, let me see. So as you can see here, the rage is incredible. The rage is incredible with the Valks. They're just tearing through the base, tearing through the walls like it's nothing. Tearing through the Infernos, other buildings, expos. Incredible. And I'll show you a hit from 2 wars. So we're going to go in and go into that. This one ended up being a 3-star hit, I believe. I'm not sure. Yes, I think it was. So, we'll start with a Town Hall 9 hit. And this clan had a 10 war win streak, so pretty amazing work, everyone. Great job. This Pinoy clan had a 10 war win streak. Not sure how, because number 1 sucked real bad. Anyway, we're gonna go and jump to Town Hall 9 first. And for this hit, I used bowlers because I just want to, experiment a little bit. But what I do for a Town Hall 9 is you're gonna bring 1 less jump. Okay, so 1 jump and 3 rages if you're gonna do a NoVaQueen. Your dark spell will be haste. This is actually a strategy better off with haste, and in your CC spell or whatever, just 1 haste, 1 poison. Okay, so you can take the poison for your CC and you build a haste. Whatever is best works for you. So instead of these what do you call those guys, bowlers, you would actually bring 2 more Valks and whatever leftover wizards you can. And that's a lot, to be honest. So you can bring 8, 9, or 10 wall breakers accordingly, just plan accordingly, but I like to bring at least 8. At least 8, especially when you're doing NoVaQueen. So let me just go through the hits of what I was thinking. And I don't remember what I was thinking. Oh yes, okay. So we have a HoC here. We have the CC here. So if I would have started over here on this side, I think it would have done, the HoC would have done too much damage, including the CC, to my golems that are kind of essential at the beginning when you're trying to funnel the Valkyries. I figured with this open space, if I can get my a jump here and get the Valkyries in quickly and just rage in this area, they'll take out the heroes pretty quickly, rather quickly. So what I'm going to do is put the HoC from this side. Hopefully she doesn't go too crazy, just stays around this area somewhat. Keep her alive. Watch the DTS videos if you want to see how you are supposed to use the spells properly. But I'm going to keep her alive by using Rage. If the CC comes out, use the Cloak as necessary. And then, now the difference here, when you're using Golem, you want to, before with Go We Wipe and Go Ho, things like that, you spread out the Golems pretty wide, right? Now for this strategy, you're not doing that. And this took me a while to figure out, but let's say you put the queen here. She's going to take over this area here. Now this area, solely this corner, will be just 1, 2, 3 golems. Okay? Very close together to take a lot of damage, and hopefully your wizards, if you had wizards, then we use the wizards. I'm not sure if Tanel 9 can get bowlers, I don't think so. But so your wizards will be right behind the golems and in a very narrow disperse. Okay? Very, very narrow. Not the way we used to do things with the other strategies. So this is very different. And it's actually, to be honest, a lot easier if you ask me. So when the HoC takes out this area here, and your ground forces take this area out here, that's when you send your Valkyries on this, right between the two. Hopefully they funnel properly and jump in and rage appropriately. So just imagine that bowlers are your wizards. Instead of 8 Valkyries, bring 10. And whatever space you have left, go ahead and bring your wizards. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and let this play out. Just enjoy the replay, and we'll go to Town Hall 10 after that.
Aha!
By the way, Town Hall 9s, forgot that, you know, it's less space that you have. So 8, to be honest, 8 Valkyries is very effective. Very, very effective. Even if they're level 4, I'm not sure what level you can get for Town Hall 9s, but even if they're level 4 Valkyries, very, very effective. Level 3, well, give it a try. I'm not sure, but give it a try with the strategy, and with the new update with the Valkyries' speed, swinging their first swing, really good upgrade. So go ahead and enjoy this show. Quick crowed crow, whatever you want to call it. When you rage, try to get the 2. But the most important thing to rage are the healers, okay? Not the queen, the healers. You want to keep this little girl alive, or big girl actually. She'll kick all of your butts. Anyway, go ahead. Okay, so at this point, the Valkyries are in, the Queen's still alive and doing well. Now, if the Queen was not alive anymore and she was just dying over here, then I would think of putting the jump over here. But because the Queen is well alive, she can practically take out this entire side with the healers backing her up. So instead of putting the jump over here, I decided to put the jump over here. Why did I do that? Well, you got all your bowlers over here on one side. You have your golems over here. So to keep moving them along, to try to keep up with the Valkyries and the Archer Queen, I decided to put the jump here. So, two important takeaways for Town Hall 9 NoVaQueen, okay? Funnel the Valkyries, very important. Number 2, you have to be a pretty good, what do you call that? Improviser, okay? Pretty good improviser. So don't get frustrated if you have a bunch of failed hits when you're trying to do NoVaQueen. Just go with the flow, learn to relax, don't stress out, and just enjoy the game. I think that's the best part of NoVaQueen. It's going to be a risk and reward system, so it's a huge risk to use this strategy. But if you can get it done right, you'll be able to 3-star Town Hall 9s easy. Alright, so Town Hall 9s, have fun with that. Like I said, I'm not going to focus on bowlers right now until I have something to go on. Right now I'm using them in the same concept as wizards. It's working quite well, but I think there's a better way to use bowlers, but I'll figure that out later. Now, going up to Town Hall 10, I was able to pull off a 99%. Probably would have done better if I just had a little more practice, but now here is pretty much using wizards instead of bowlers. So 8 wall breakers, 4 healers, 2 golems, another golem in the CC, 10 Valkyries, 6 wizards, the minion, 2 archers to clean up, 3 rages, 5 earthquakes, 1 poison. Now I like to use 5 earthquakes. Why? Like I said, to not have that gap time of the Valkyries jumping. And 4 for over here, and the extra earthquake for just the opposite end to try to take out a chunk of the lives of these buddies here. I made a mistake and I used all 5 here. If I used 4 here and 1 over here, I think it would have been a pretty good 3-star hit. But I just got too excited and used all 5 in one spot, wasting 1 earthquake. So you can use the extra earthquake, or you can use, like I said before, haste. Now haste, just a refresher, haste will speed up the walk, okay? But it will not speed up the attack. So make sure you understand that for haste. Rage speeds up the attack and the walk and increase the strength. Haste only speeds up the walk, the actual, movement speed, not the attacking speed. Alright, so same concept applies over here. I think, not sure what I did, but anyway, go with the same concept, 3 rages. Don't need freeze anymore with the NoVaQueen strategy. You don't need freeze at all. I'll say it one more time. For NoVaQueen, Town Hall 9, Town Hall 10, you do not need freeze. Use rages, use a jump, or use earthquakes. That's all you need. Funnel them properly. Use queen from one end. Let's say you're going from here. Use queen from one end. Use the golems and everything else from the other end. And drop your Valkyries right in the middle after they open things up. Use your wall breakers wisely and learn to master improvisation. Enjoy the hit. So just a quick refresher from DTS. Remember that your golems for your queen are your healers. Okay, so they're pretty much your golems on that side. And we got actual golems on this side. And you can see how much damage this entire crew can do. And there you have it. 10 health 9, 10 health 10s. Have fun. Try out NoVaQueen. Do the best you can. I'm still trying to figure out how to kill 10 health 11s without Warden, without max heroes. Pretty difficult to do unless the Eagle artillery is outside. Otherwise, enjoy. Have a good night. Focus on your priorities, school, work, whatever it may be. But please use your hits, both hits, in war. So good luck and clash on.